European foods to die for. So I may have said this before, but food is like my passion. It's the thing I love doing the most. I cook every single day. My dad was a chef. My uncle was a chef. My grandpa was a chef. My mom was a bartender and a server. My brother works in spirits and distilleries and whiskey. And I worked in restaurants for 10 years from longer than 10 years. It had to have been 12 years, from 8 years old all the way up until I was about 22. So I love food and I know quite a bit about it. Now, we've covered food on the channel before. It's usually just things that are kind of a culture shock for Americans. I want to see the best, amazing, delicious food Europe has to offer, though. Might make this a series because there are thousands of videos. I hopped in, watched a couple of seconds of each. Haven't watched a single one more than like 5 seconds. So I'm pumped. You guys let me know if this is anything that you've had before or if you've been to these places. I can't wait. Smash the like button. Let's dive in. You bite into a warm pierogi made by a Polish family. That sausage looks amazing. I'm gonna get a copyright with that music. What is that? Is that like dumplings? Like potato? Oh, the mustard there. Looks like maybe some horseradish. And I'm assuming this is sauerkraut down here. This just looks phenomenal. Yeah, those are definitely dumplings. Ugh, Polish food. Polish food. I don't think I've ever had Polish food. Polish food is comfort food 100%. Am I pronouncing this right? Pierogi? Am I saying that correctly? Pierogi is life. I would get down on this like it's nobody's business.
What if I told you one of the best sandwiches in the world was hidden in this 400-year-old food market in Paris? I'm here at Chez Alain Miam Miam, where its namesake Chef Alain is serving up simple yet extraordinary sandwiches and crepes. You get to choose your meat, cheese, and toppings. Less is more here, trust me. I went with the prosciutto, smoky Comté cheese, lettuce, and caramelized onions, all grilled between some of the best freshly baked French bread I've ever had. When you're in Paris, you absolutely need to put the sandwich stall at the top of your list. What if I told
Look at that thing. Oh my God. Ugh, looks to die for. I made a sandwich for lunch today. I did garlic aioli over homemade sourdough bread, grilled. Turkey, also grilled. We did some, I think I did some Colby Jack cheese, some red onion, tomatoes, and some seasonings as well. It was delicious. This looks 100 times better though. Someone says it's so hidden. There's only a 1.5 hour line. Truly a hidden gem. That's like the clickbait stuff that people do. I'm not going to knock it. I have to do it too occasionally sometimes on the videos.
Y'all know Euro summer, but put some respect on Eastern Euro summer. The vodka is crisp. The vegetables are always pickled. There's potatoes in abundance. And my dad's making his marinated herring. What's not to love? Now I know it's not burrata and tomato, but this cucumber tomato radish salad with sour cream is a star. It's cold and crispy and pairs with warm dill potatoes flawlessly. And mop that all up with some dark sourdough rye. Then for my dad's herring, he makes a little pickled onion concoction and then tosses it with a sliced fish.
Pickled onion with red herring?
Very punchy, very delicious. Really brightens the whole thing up. And of course, no Eastern European table is complete without a pickled vegetable plate, which my dad ferments his own cabbage for. This man be cooking in the lab, and it is better than anything you can buy. He also does a purple cabbage one that is so crunchy. You ask nicely, maybe he'll share that too. But look at that final spread. What should I make next?
That looks freaking amazing. Oh my gosh. Look at the pickles. The pickles look like they weren't pickled as long as like our pickles. Ours don't have this bright green look to it. The tomatoes just look so red and delicious. All of this looks fantastic. Eastern European food, I think, is getting slept on. Yeah, here's the comment. Eastern Euro food does not get enough hype. Look at this delicacy. Someone said, can we get the cucumber radish salad recipe, please? Yeah, I gotta take a drink of water. I'm like, my mouth is watering. Just like this person said.
We're in Paris trying the best barbecue in all of Europe. You walk in, there's this meat window, and the owner's in there.
Not what I was expecting out of Europe. Barbecue. And this looks actually like really good barbecue.
Slicing up every cut, and then you can pick exactly what you want. He
Oh
just does it
my
right
God.
in front of you. These guys went to every barbecue restaurant.
Look at all of that food. This looks like real Texas barbecue. I'm kind of blown away.
From Texas, found the best pitmaster and brought him back to Paris. It's kind of like if you wanted to become a quarterback and you just got Tom Brady to be your coach. Also, every single person that has walked by, they've all just broken their necks and turned and have stared. Not a single person has walked by here and not looked at this platter. I think it would be impossible to walk by and not look at this. Well, she just defied the impossible. We're gonna start off with their 18-hour slow smoked beef rib. Jesus.
I'm hungry. This is like my comfort food.
The fat kind of has this sweetness to it that takes it to another level. The more bites I take, I swear to God, I'm genuinely considering if this is better than Terry Black's. Next up, we have their 12-hour slow smoked brisket. Oh, yeah. That's just step one to get brisket and falls apart in your hands. It's like, show me the car.
Yep. By the way, you guys, I can make brisket just like this. Takes me about, I'd say about 24 hours with prep and everything, but I have a smoker and I make it just like that.
Facts. Completely melts in your mouth. I'm kind of in shock. Already after the beef rib and the brisket, this is some of the best barbecue I've ever had. Next up, we have the owner Paul's specialty, a cow cheek sandwich. The confit in the brisket fat. That's disturbingly good.
16 euros?
I've never even heard of this. I might be an avid cow cheek eater now. Honestly, coming into this, I was like, there's no way this is going to be good. I could not have been more wrong. Who thought you'd come to Paris and find some of the best barbecue you've ever had?
Not me. Someone says that's like $1,000 of meat. That spread probably is, I mean, the sandwich was $16. All of that is, oh gosh, at least, I'm going to do it in euros. I'd say at least 150 euros for all that whole spread. Someone says, imagine a vegan walked by. Oh God, that would be bad.
The one thing that I have to do when I go to Italy is get the best sandwich of my entire life. It is one thing to find a sandwich shop that's flooded with tourists, but we wanted to find a place that was flooded with locals, and that's exactly what we found. This was the cutest hole-in-the-wall shop called the Chef Lunastrana, and as soon as you walked in, they made you feel like family. He kept giving us free samples of the freshest meats and cheeses. They were dancing, singing, and just having the best time making these sandwiches, so we ended up telling him just to make us his dream sandwich, and that's exactly what he did. And let me tell you, it did not disappoint. He made us two different sandwiches and they were both incredible. I've never had a more flavorful and delicious sandwich in my entire life. We will definitely be back.
What did it say?
One thing that I have to do when I go to Italy.
La Cafalu Nostrana? Anyone ever been here before? She says it's a hole in the wall. Probably not anymore. How many views did this thing get? It's got 2,000 likes, so I would assume at least 20,000 views. Maybe more, 50,000. Someone said, I can't figure out where this is. Going to Sicily next week. It's like, she had the name of it in the beginning and at the end. All right, let's check this one out. The food in Europe is mid. Where they ate. Waiter's trying to call you in. Red flag. Okay, so this is a place where you know you're getting like tourist food. Menus visible on the street with images in every language. So that's how you know you're in like a tourist area. I mean, the food looks good on the menu. Someone says, in my experience, the best food is where the line is. See a line, sit your ass down and wait for 2 hours. It's worth it. That's actually a really good idea. If you do see a line, it probably is amazing. I can't think of a place that I've been to where there was a really long line and the food wasn't that good. And we have places like this down in Nashville. There's a place called Biscuit Love. If you want to go there in the morning for biscuits, you have to wait every day for like an hour and a half to be able to get biscuits. It's insane.
The best street food I had in Europe came out of a Cold War van. In 1991, two taxi drivers turned a blue Nisa into Krakow's go-to late-night grill. The menu's super simple.
I'm a sucker
Polish
for
kielbasa, mustard, and bread.
some
And the
kielbasa.
secret, grilled over beechwood flames for that deep, smoky flavor. It runs almost every night with lines stretching till 3 a.m. Would you try this in Poland?
Food trucks are the best. I didn't know you guys. I mean, of course you guys have food trucks in Europe. We have one comes. I walk about 2 minutes out of my front door during the summertime. We have a food truck that comes once a week in our neighborhood and just parks and feeds everyone. It's a lot of fun. Someone says, I'm from Krakow and this is a typical tourist trap, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, if this is a tourist trap, call me a tourist. I'm fine. I want to eat that.
If you want to taste authentic Roman street food, and I'm not talking about any touristy pizza place, I'm talking about one of the greatest bites of street food I've ever had after traveling all around the world. So save this video so you can try this on your next trip to Rome. It's called Trapezzino. I'm not even joking. I went here 3 times on my last trip. It's basically a pizza pocket and they stuff it in with this chicken mix, which is out of this world. I'm not usually a chicken mix kind of guy, but they have done...
See, I like red sauce, but that looks much better than the red sauce one, which was kind of more like looked like a meatball.
Some crazy things to this chicken to make it taste that good. They also have a really famous meatball one, which is equally as delicious. And it's only €5 per Trapezzino. They are so filling and they're actually way bigger than they look on camera, but I could honestly have like 5 of them. The original location is in Trastevere neighborhood in Rome, which by the way is my favorite neighborhood of Rome. On the last day I came back and I even had this curry mix one instead. They have heaps of flavors and you can also get drinks there. So if you don't go here on your next trip to Rome, I don't know what you're doing. And if you know any other really great street food spots,
I might have to hit that. Actually, it looks really unique. I've never seen anything like that. Someone says you don't need to plan food at Rome. It is so good anywhere, anyway, anywhere. He put is so good anyway, anywhere. Someone said learn how to properly pronounce Trastevere. I'm pronouncing it wrong too first. Probably ask them when you're in there, like, how do you pronounce this place? Oh, people are straight posting their own food here. The arancini here is out of this world. I love this place and how kind they are. Okay. Might have to hit this place up. That looks... Rome's not like on the top of my list when I come visit Europe. And I'm not saying that I don't want to go to Rome. I do. It's just I know Rome is like a big tourist place. I kind of don't want to hit the big tourist places. Not at least for a little bit.
This is everything I ate at a medieval Christmas market in Germany. Walking through this market in Esslingen made me feel like I teleported back in time. First up, I got a flatbread pocket filled with cabbage, onion, marinated roast turkey, and a creamy spice sauce with hemp seeds. The turkey was wonderfully succulent and the bread was soft and fluffy. Every bite was so saucy and delicious. And fresh out of the oven, I grabbed a sweet pastry that looks like a cinnamon roll, but it actually had poppy seeds inside. The crispy and fluffy texture was...
My wife would love this. She loves sweets.
Amazing, but I wasn't a huge fan of the earthy flavor. Next, I got this pork skewer, which was peppery and full of flavor. Something I've noticed about the German food I've tried is that it's always well seasoned. Now for some more freshly baked goods, I tried...
Are you British? I'm just kidding, you guys.
A flatbread topped with tomato, cheese, and a pepper. It reminded me of a doughier pizza with a tangy kick from the pepper. It's simple but tasty. Then I got a Rijnswurst, which is a beef sausage in a toasted bread roll. I loved the crispy skin, which had a satisfying snap when I bit into it, and the beef inside was juicy. This is so good with mustard. To warm up, I got a Kinder Punch.
Hey, is she putting ketchup on that thing? She did, didn't she? Oh no, when you're eating something like that, just mustard. Am I right? Tell me I'm right. Just mustard? I mean, if you're eating like an American hot dog and you want like relish and ketchup, all good. But when the meat is looking that delicious, it's like just a little bit of mustard, maybe some sauerkraut, and I'm good to go.
To warm up, I got a Kinder Punch, which tasted like hot apple juice with cinnamon to me. And last but not least, I got these deep fried balls similar to donuts. Does anyone know what it's called? I was obsessed with the texture. It's crispy yet fluffy and chewy and bouncy on the inside. It also had just the right amount of sweetness. This was perfection.
That looks so good. Someone says, nah, the prices are nuts. I'm pretty sure if you're going to a place like this, like you're expecting the prices to be pretty crazy. A Christmas market, never heard anything like this in my life. A medieval Christmas market. Someone said the last one is Puff Puff. That's what that was called. Okay.
Top 5 things I ate as a dumb American tourist in Europe this year. And for number 5, we are in London at the Pick and Cheese Bar, where they have like a baggage carousel of cheeses and cheese forward dishes that just circle around. You grab whatever you want. This was a blue cheese with a chocolate brownie, which was like weirdly working for me.
That's like weird that they would pair blue cheese and a brownie together though.
Next we are in Porto, Portugal. I got my park map handy and it's so lovely here. You gotta get a francesinha. I butchered that pronunciation, I'm sorry. It's on like every menu here. Basically it's a meat-filled sandwich topped with cheese covered.
I think we saw this in our Portugal food video. This does look really good.
And a tomato and beer and port wine sauce, which melts the cheese. Basically it's tomato soup and grilled cheese all in one bowl stuffed with steak and pork. Over to Spain in Barcelona at a place called Bar Cañete. We've got a like sizzling shrimp skillet. The locals call it gambas al ajillo. The best part though, dipping your bread into this garlic butter. So beautiful. Onward to the island of Corsica in France, birthplace of Napoleon Dynamite.
Jealous.
Another great spot to eat cheese, especially at this restaurant, which served camembert baked in this like nut crust until it was all melty. Okay, I'm getting overheated. And finally, we are in Italy at the San Montano Resort in Ischia. Definitely like my White Lotus moment of the year. I loved this resort. The on-site pizzeria had the most incredible views with traditional Neapolitan-style pizza, or this one with mortadella, burrata, lemon, pistachios. Okay, bye. Follow for more food adventures.
Fucking amazing, dude. The food just looks so much better. I mean, we have good food here, but I don't know what it is. I think it's just the quality of the food looks so much more appetizing. And, you know, like I said, we have good restaurants. We get good quality food. They import it from Europe. But yeah, just I'm so jealous. Someone says, I guarantee 100% that it's olive oil and not garlic butter. I wouldn't be able to tell from a video like that. I'm not going to go investigate it. Someone says, I could have sworn Napoleon Dynamite was from Idaho. Okay, someone else says, that ain't garlic butter, my friend. It's oil. Agree, it's delicious, though. Okay, so it's not butter, it's oil.
We just flew to Paris to try what many say is the best croissant in the world. I asked what makes it so special. They're one of the only bakeries left in Paris still hand-making every single croissant. They're using their own local French butter, and they make fresh croissants every 20 minutes until they sell out.
I'll be completely honest, I'm not a huge croissant guy, but those look to die for.
They also stack their trophies out front to intimidate all the other bakeries in Paris. They low-key have more rings than LeBron. Also, when planning my trip to Paris, I used Comet, an AI-powered web browser. It was pretty cool.
All right, we gotta throw this in a TikTok video
without even having to touch the mouse.
Looks great. Someone says it's not better than Costco, though, dude. Okay, there's a ton of replies. We're not gonna go through them. Someone's just rage baiting. Me with -$3 in my bank account. Someone says, this is not true. Most bakeries in France bake their croissant themselves from scratch. I live in France and I don't know any local bakery that don't make their croissant. My French friends, is that true? Dennis, let me know. The best pizza. Dude, I was reading the text at the top. What the hell is this? Like, did I die and go to heaven? What the fuck? Holy shit. Is that cheese? Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Oh. Is that veal? Kind of looks like veal or fish. Oh my. And you know what? Everyone says that the portions are so big in America. Look at this sandwich. This thing is massive. Holy cow. What is that? I mean, what kind of meat is that? Yo, the cheese, what you guys do with cheese is just out of this world. My mouth is watering. Feed the doggy. Oh, he was gonna throw. He's like, don't throw it. All right, Italian cooking is the best in the world. I can't say I agree because I've never tried it, but it just looks phenomenal. Someone says if I lived in Italy, I would be massive. No, you probably wouldn't be. You would actually be a lot thinner than you are. I don't know what this person actually looks like, but...
Austria food for the first time ever. Isn't Austria short for Australia? How they not the same country? One Snacken mac and cheese. Delicious and creamy. I love it. 7.8, 10. 2 Austrian Wienerschnitzel.
Oh, man.
Smooth chicken cooked to perfection. 8.2, 10. 3 Vienna sausage. Austrian authenticity.
Also can't wait.
Why is this so good? Flavors are amazing. 8.6, 10. 4 Austrian raspberry Danish. Closest to Austrian national food, Apfelstrudel. So sweet and perfect dessert. Wow, 9.2, 10.
Austrian food looks really, really good. All right, so all the comments are in Austrian. Bro was immer das war kein richtiges Schnitzel.
We're trying supposedly the best sandwich in all of Paris. This place is famous for their shaved cheese sandwiches. Now, I've had a lot of sandwiches in my life, but I've never seen a process quite like this. You try 2 cheeses, you pick the one you want, and then you build the sandwich around the cheese. It's the most French thing I've ever seen in my life. And they also have this special bread that was customized just for them. And we got every single topping, extra cheese, panini press. This is how I want my sandwich to look coming out of a shop. Subway, take some notes.
Subway. God.
This is delicious. The cheese is so strong, but I love it. It gets melted and almost is like a fondue. And the caramelized onions and the mushrooms and the toppings like stick into it. And next up, this is like the ham and cheese final boss right here.
That bread just looks
like the most famous sandwich in France
amazing.
Is the ham and cheese. But the only downfall is it's really boring. This is like the souped up ham and cheese, takes it to another level and unlocks way more potential. Honestly, everyone hypes up Italian sandwiches in Europe. The French sandwich is kind of giving Italy a run for its money. Low-key, France has entered the sandwich.
That does look really good. Someone says, yeah, but does it compare to the Jimmy John's Pickle Witch? If you guys don't know, Jimmy John's is like a sandwich shop in America. Like, think Subway if you spent like an extra 50 cents on your Subway sandwich. All right, guys, I'm extremely hungry now, and I'm gonna go make some food. Let me know which one was your favorite, and if you have any recommendations of like the absolute best food in Europe. I gotta know. Appreciate you watching. Smash the like button on your way out, and I'll see you in the next one.